We built the post-war economy around two-income households, undermining families and motherhood in order to increase our standard of living and build the modern world. The heartsick children of war-torn soldiers threw off tradition to build a world that wouldn't lead to more wars in Europe. Society seemed to be evolving like the scientists claimed all the world does. Two-income households meant taxes and purchasing power went up. So the powers that be supported this change by adopting the story that getting a job was empowering to women versus raising the next generation of citizens. More traditions were discarded, like leaving an inheritance to your children in favor of short-term gains. As people could afford more, things got larger, more comfortable for items that families shared, like houses and cars. Hello, SUV. Prices were inflated as demand increased, and single-income starter homes were harder to find. It felt like an economic boom, but it was mostly working moms taking a second job, one that pays in money, the other in love. As husbands passed their curse to Eve, toil as they worked the ground, Bedford Falls became Pottersville, and the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Today, the race to obtain more buying power has degraded to just obtaining power. College is encouraged for all, using the same narrative sold to girls, now being shared across every people group but one. Governments made service jobs more affordable through minimum wage increases. So now it's a step down to get into the career track college promised. 22-year-olds, degree in hand and debt in tow, yet still untrained to do any actual job, are in need of significantly more income to get started because they can't afford the two income items, especially housing. They can't afford it because they don't have two incomes, having shunned the traditions of marriage, or they work two jobs themselves as life passes them by. Combine all that with an unprecedented shift of wealth away from the middle class, as skilled labor is exported and thinking jobs are replaced by technology. Small businesses were sabotaged under COVID by the tens of thousands, dismantling the main way skilled and service workers increase income through renting the labor of their younger or less ambitious peers. Those businesses were shuttered in favor of powerful corporations who turned buying power into political power. And more middle-class people were pushed down the economic ladder, where they compete with the unmarried college graduates working two jobs. How did we get here? We threw off the traditions of God because we were hurt by our parents. We broke the fifth commandment, to honor your father and mother, that it may go well with you and you may live long in the land. It's time to get back to George Bailey. He bought an old house and fixed it up. Let's do the same with America. He sacrificed his dreams of glory and built a family and a town of single-income, simple homes. He connected with his neighbors and honored the history of his community. Let's go and do likewise.